morning, happy travelers. Greetings from Wrocław, Poland.
Wrocław.
We're working on how to say that. It's really hard.
Yesterday we arrived in Poland after a very long couple days of travel.
Today is our first full day and this city looks very cool. We're staying in the Old Town area, which is definitely the tourist part, but it's also the most charming, where all the old architecture and history is, and it's where the Christmas market is.
We've kind of whiled away the morning a little bit just because we're still battling jet lag, but we're about to go head out and explore the Christmas market. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We're staying in an apartment hotel building called Odranska Hotel or something like that. I can't pronounce it. We booked it through Airbnb. It was $81 US a night, which is a little bit more expensive than we had hoped, but it is right in the middle of the old town, so it's a perfect location and we can walk to the Christmas markets.
Some of the buildings in this square date back to the 13th century. During World War II, some of the buildings were damaged, but they all remained standing and were repaired. So this whole square is pretty much how it would have looked in the 1200s, which is pretty crazy.
So all over Wrocław, there are tons of these little bronze gnome statues, which are pretty cute.
There's like over 400 of them. They're actually a tribute to the Orange Alternative, which was an anti-communist group in the 80s. So this group would deface all the communist propaganda and write these little dwarf sketches. So in order to celebrate that group and the resistance towards communism, local artists have put up all these little dwarfs, and they're all over the city. There's like maps and tours that you can go and follow all of them, but it's really neat to just kind of walk around and see all of them.
It's like a mythical scavenger hunt.
Yeah, a little bit.
So essentially what a European Christmas market is, a collection of stalls and some rides and bars and things where they sell all kinds of local foods and handicrafts, and you can drink mulled wine and they play Christmas music, and it's just festive AF. So I love it, of course. So right now we're just enjoying taking tons of photos and videos because this place is pretty photogenic. But I'm getting kind of hungry. I think we might get a little nibble. The type of stuff that you'll find in this Christmas market anyway are kielbasa sausages, waffles, lots of fried stuff, of course, lots of bread.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
So as Kelly said, there's tons of food and drink available at these Christmas markets, but probably the most popular, and in my opinion the best, has got to be the mulled wine. So you have to pay a deposit for the mug, which you can get back once you return the mug, or if you want to keep it, that's totally fine too. Here it is 15 PLN, which is about $4 or so, and it's the same price for the wine. For about $3 or $4, you get a nice hot spiced mulled wine. Oh, that's so good too. There's these little bars that are all over the market square, like one on every corner. Definitely cool. Who's your friend?
This is Sleepy? I'm not sure. They're dwarves, right? And snow, are dwarves and gnomes the same thing?
No, I think they're dwarves. That's what they're supposed to be.
These are dwarves?
Yeah.
What's the difference? If you know, let me know. And it has officially started snowing. I gotta tell you, it is cold, 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 cold here. So down jackets, gloves, hats, all kinds of layers. It's very cold. One of the foods that Kevin wanted to try is this smoked cheese with like a cranberry topping. It's called Oscypek. I'm totally butchering that, I think.
Oscypek, yeah.
They're just laughing at my Polish. We might be getting bacon on this one, I'm not sure. We might have been lost in translation. That's okay, I like bacon. We ordered one and we got 4. One of them has bacon on them and she only charges for the bacon one, so it was 7 zloty, which is less than $2 for 5 of these.
So she said these were gratis, which means complimentary or free, which was very nice of her. I think she saw our camera and also realized that we didn't understand a word she was saying, so took a little pity on us. So what this is, I believe, is like a smoked cheese from the mountains that they do with like a cranberry sauce. Let's give it a shot. It's definitely smoky. I feel like I guess this whole thing is cheese, but it kind of is like a potatoey kind of, I don't know. It's really hard to describe. It's good though.
Manhandle it. It's good. I like it. It's like salty, but the cranberry jam is sweet. I would eat this again.
Królowa chciała być najpiękniejszą kobietą na świecie.
Królowna Śnieżka.
Dlatego rozkazała
Snow White. It's Królewna Śnieżka.
tego dziecka i pozwolił jej.
Oh boy, this is tough. So it's after 4 p.m. and it is properly snowing now. In Poland in December, about 3:30 it starts to get dark. So there's a lot of nighttime. We stayed waiting for those smoked cheese things to cook for quite a long time, so we weren't moving, so we got really cold. So we're gonna walk back to our room, thaw out, and then probably come back out to get some dinner. Back to our room to thaw for a little while. That's one of the nice things about staying in the old town is it's only a couple minutes walk to our room.
Yeah, it literally took us like 3 minutes to walk back here. I think we'll warm up for a little bit and then get some dinner and head back out there.
It's actually amazing how much warmer you feel when you're sitting there drinking hot mulled wine.
Should we just do that all night?
Actually took a lot longer to warm up than we anticipated, and it was really hard to get out of the apartment. But now we're going to get some dinner. No.
So there's all sorts of different restaurants that you can go to in this town. So we decided to do Indian and found this really nice place called Mango Mama.
Come all the way to Poland to get Indian food. You can find anything pretty much in the tourist area, any kind of food that you want. We probably should actually get some Polish food at some point. So the Indian food was okay. It was a cute place though. Actually, Wrocław has a lot of cute cafes and bars and stuff that we've seen. We're heading back to the Christmas market. We have about an hour before it closes, so we can get maybe one more mulled wine and another waffle maybe. The one in Wrocław starts at 10 a.m. every day, so you can come all day if you want, but I think there's something magical about it when it's all lit up. And it's snowing, of course, so that's just crazy magical. Magical out here. Snow and the lights and the sounds and the smells. I'm a little festive. Mulled wine, you say? I second that.
No better way to warm up.
How do you say cheers in Polish?
How do you say anything in Polish?
I have no idea.
Just to let you know that we're not terrible travelers. We do usually try to learn a couple phrases or at least a couple words in the local language, but Polish is really hard. We're trying with a little Google Translate, but it's really hard. I'd say it's even harder than Icelandic, if you can believe that.
Almost every corner of this main square where the market is, they have this bar where you can just get these mulled wines. Each of them are kind of different. This one's like a windmill, one was like 3 stories tall. So it's been kind of cool to go around to each different one. And at every bar, there's these areas that kind of shelter you a little bit. There's some kind of bars. It's nice to be able to get out of the snow a little bit.
The clock has literally struck 9 o'clock, which means the Christmas market is donezo for tonight.
Yeah, all the vendors have boarded up and are headed home.
We sincerely hope you enjoyed our Christmas market video, since that was the whole purpose of this trip in the first place. And we do have some awesome adventures coming up in Poland beyond Christmas market. So
yeah, I think we'll be here another like 10 days or something. So
yeah,
it's a
something
pretty
like
long
that.
trip.
If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those adventures. We will see you in our next video. This is Kelly and Kevin from The Awkward Tourist. Peace out. This is as nice as we've seen it in Poland so far, and I suspect this is the nicest weather we're gonna get on this trip.
We arrived here yesterday, and I don't know what else I want to say about it. We had a very, very long trip.
And the reason that they chose to draw, oh my God. If you've never been to a Christmas market, so essentially what a
Polish dance music that's kind of vibing for me right now. What do you think?